American River Conservancy volunteers and California naturalists are ready to show you the natural resources that you can discover when you visit landmark Wakamatsu Farm in Placerville on the western slope of the Sierra Nevada foothills. In this place called Wakamatsu Farm, Native people, gold miners, Japanese colonists, and farmers have lived and prospered from the bounty of the land. Let's follow in their footsteps to imagine what it was like back then and what you might see today. Make sure you're wearing long pants, a hat, and sturdy shoes. Long ago, Native people lived in this beautiful place. Today, we call them the Nisenan. The traces they left behind tell us how they once lived. Oak trees provided an important source of food for Nisenan people. Today, several species of oaks still nourish and provide a habitat for the wildlife that lives here. Game animals provided meat, clothing, and bones for making tools. Many of the same kind of animals that lived here in the past are still here today in these California oak woodlands. An abundance of shrubs, grasses, and plants provided the raw materials to gather and store acorns, make baskets for gathering seeds and nuts, and wood for fire and shelter. Everything the native peoples needed to live, work, and play came from this land. The types of plants and animals at Wakamatsu Farm are common in California oak woodlands. Here you will find the most widespread and abundant plants and the greatest variety of perennial plants of any California plant community. If you visit Wakamatsu Farm and walk this trail in the springtime, the chorus of frogs is almost deafening. With less than 38 inches of rainfall per year, these wetlands are an important water source for the plants and animals in oak woodlands. When the heat of summer arrives, the wetlands dry up. Animals like frogs and salamanders go underground and wait for the winter rains to return. Wakamatsu Farm is in the American River watershed. From this meadow, Granite and Shingle Creeks begin their journeys down to the South Fork of the American River. These two creeks were important for people who came here seeking their fortune in gold during the 1849 gold rush. When the mining claims played out, the water served another purpose, this time for agriculture. The Grainer and Veerkamp families made a good living from the fertile soils by growing products like grapes for wine and brandy, fruit trees, and cattle. On a small plateau, straddled by deep canyons on either side, these fields are tempered by warm air rising during winter. This creates a kind of mini banana belt for growing many kinds of vegetables and fruits. When the Japanese colonists arrived over 150 years ago, they tried growing tea plants and mulberry for silkworms. But the colony was not prepared for the long, hot, and dry season of the California oak woodlands for a large portion of the year. Farmers today face the same and worse challenges as climate continues changing in both the short and long term. When the Veerkamps farmed the property for about 140 years, they also solved the annual water shortage by depending upon the farm ponds. Today, 3 ponds remain on the property, hosting both year-round and migratory wildlife. Birdwatching on the trail around the lake can be fun and rewarding. Today, the farming legacy continues at Wakamatsu Farm with independently owned farming operations. American River Conservancy leases the land to farmers who practice organic and regenerative farming. American River Conservancy protects and enhances natural habitats where wildlife and people can flourish, thus ensuring healthy ecosystems now and in the future. Here at Wakamatsu Farm, you can immerse yourself in human history and natural beauty and become a part of the ongoing story. You are welcome to join us, and we hope to see you soon at Wakamatsu Farm.